To save money, many chains swapped craftsmanship for convenience. Doughs mixed in factories, frozen and shipped nationwide. Sauces are thickened with sugar and preservatives, and the cheese, mostly oil wearing a mozzarella costume. Meanwhile, kitchens race against delivery timers, skipping proper hand washing or temperature checks to keep the clock happy. So tonight, we're lifting the lid on the UK's biggest pizza chains, the ones cutting corners, risking quality, and testing your trust. Before we begin, hit subscribe if you care about what's really on your plate, because what we uncovered might just change how you see your next slice. Chain number 1, Domino's. Domino's built its empire on one promise: fast. The kind of fast that makes you forget you're eating food that was once alive. Hot and fresh in 30 minutes sounds great on a flyer, but when a kitchen's running like a Formula One pit stop, something's got to give, and it's usually quality. Their own ingredient list quietly admits they cannot guarantee anything is allergen-free because everything touches everything. That's not confidence-inspiring, that's chaos. And the dough? It's less grandma's recipe and more science experiment. The flour blend is preserved with potassium sorbate and calcium propionate, chemicals that keep it fresh long enough to survive the apocalypse. What should be 4 ingredients, flour, water, yeast, salt, turns into a chemistry quiz. Then there's the salt. According to Action on Salt, a single medium sizzler pizza packs over 21 grams. That's 3 days worth of salt in one dinner. Even the tandoori hot went from 5 to 14 grams in just a few years. Imagine feeding that to kids on a Friday night. Their little hearts are racing for all the wrong reasons. But the real kicker is how Domino's kitchens operate. Former employees have admitted that pizzas often come out of the oven half-baked, literally. When you're trying to hit that 30-minute mark, every second counts. Some stores pull pizzas early and finish them under heat lamps while the delivery driver waits. The quality check button on your pizza tracker? It might just mean someone glanced at it while grabbing their phone. Then there's the hygiene pressure. Delivery speed trumps everything, so hand washing slips, sanitizing gets rushed, and utensils touch raw and cooked ingredients interchangeably. If bacteria could earn loyalty points, they'd all have platinum status at Domino's. Add to that their factory-style production, industrial batches of dough frozen and thawed, sauces that taste more like sweetened ketchup than tomato, and cheese blends bulked with oil for that stretchy Instagram pull. It's efficient, sure, but it's not real cooking. And let's not forget animal welfare. Reports have flagged Domino's chicken suppliers for raising birds so fast their bones can't keep up. When cruelty's baked into your supply chain, it's hard to brag about family-friendly. Bottom line? Domino's still wins on speed, but you can't outrun bad food. Behind every quick delivery is a shortcut, a skip step, or a compromise. The pizza's not terrible, it's just soulless. And for something that used to mean joy, that's the saddest part. Chain number 2, Papa John's. Papa John's likes to say, better ingredients, better pizza, which is bold for a company whose crust reads like a chemical inventory. Their original dough includes sugar, soybean oil, citric acid, and something called cultured wheat starch, a preservative disguised as a health claim. The thin crust gets even weirder, made with vinegar and soy lecithin for stretch, and the cheese blend, a Frankenstein mix of milk protein concentrate, starch, and sodium citrate. In short, it's a lab wearing a chef's hat. But ingredients are only half the story. Papa John's ranks among the worst for hitting the UK government's salt and calorie reduction targets. One medium stuffed crust sausage and pepperoni pizza clocks in at around 16 grams of salt, almost 3 times the daily limit for an adult. Add the garlic dip, and you might as well season your arteries. And that slogan about better ingredients? It skips the fine print. In 2019, a Norwich branch earned a hygiene rating of 4, but inspectors still noted staff handling food in outdoor clothes and drivers hovering near prep areas without protective gear. Another branch, inspected a year earlier, wasn't so lucky. Inspectors found flies, uncovered desserts, cobwebs, and a broken freezer with pooling water inside. 2 out of 5 stars and a note saying, "Improvement necessary." That's not better, that's barely functional. This inconsistency isn't an accident, it's baked into the franchise system. Each branch owner's fighting to meet corporate targets while cutting costs. Corners get shaved where customers can't see. Food might be prepped hours early and kept warm in bags that hover right in the bacterial danger zone. Staff turnover's high, training's rushed, and hygiene becomes an afterthought when orders pile up. To their credit, Papa John's corporate pages do talk about food safety training and allergen awareness. But you only make that much noise about safety when you're struggling to prove it. The marketing says family night, the kitchen says organized chaos. And that gap is the real problem. It's not that every pizza is unsafe, it's that you never know which one will be. Bottom line, Papa John's delivers solid branding but shaky reality. For a chain obsessed with appearances, it's ironic that their biggest issue is what's happening behind closed doors. You might get a decent slice once in a while, but you're mostly paying for the slogan, not the substance. Chain number 3, Pizza Hut. There was a time when Pizza Hut was the crown jewel of pizza night. Red booths, warm lighting, that iconic salad bar. It wasn't just food, it was an event. But somewhere between nostalgia and modern delivery culture, something went very wrong. Pizza Hut used to make dough in-store, letting it rise for hours until it smelled like actual bread. Now, most branches use pre-made dough trucked in from factories. It's loaded with dough conditioners, emulsifiers, and preservatives to survive the trip. You're not biting into freshly made crust anymore. You're biting into a time capsule of just add water. Their own ingredient list reads like a chemistry textbook. Diacetyl tartaric acid esters of mono and diglycerides, sodium stearoyl lactylate, ascorbic acid. Fancy names that keep dough soft but strip away what makes it real. And that's before we even get to the toppings. Many of the meats are pumped with water, soy protein, and sodium nitrite to keep them fresh. Translation: they're stretching animal products the same way they stretch the truth. Nutritionally, Pizza Hut tries to pass as the healthier cousin in the family, but that's like saying one deep fryer is cleaner than another. Sure, some of their medium pizzas meet the UK's salt targets, but their large and stuffed crust options are sodium time bombs. And when you drown it all in garlic dip, those numbers shoot up faster than their delivery times. Hygiene and quality depend entirely on which branch you walk into. Some locations are spotless, others feel like they could double as GCSE science labs. Staff turnover is high, training's short, and when a store's juggling dozens of orders an hour, nobody's stopping to check if the sauce cooler is holding temperature. Animal welfare doesn't fare much better. Reports show Pizza Hut's chicken suppliers still use fast-growth breeds that can't even stand properly by the time they're processed. That's not farm fresh, that's factory regret. Bottom line, the Pizza Hut we loved is gone. What's left is a factory-flavoured memory trying to pass as comfort food. It's pizza that looks the part, smells the part, but tastes like the ghost of its former self. Chain number 4, Bella Italia and Fireaway. Bella Italia feels safe, right? Candlelit tables, family photos on the wall, a menu full of words like hand-stretched and authentic. It's the kind of place that makes you relax before you've even opened the wine list. But peel back the charm, and the kitchen tells a very different story. In 2025, a Bella Italia in Plymouth was shut down after inspectors found urgent improvement necessary. We're talking poor hygiene, grimy facilities, and management so sloppy that fixing it wasn't worth the effort. They just closed the doors for good. That's not the kind of Italian hospitality anyone's craving. Even when the lights are still on, the menu hides a few red flags. Their vegan margherita pizza for kids? Sounds wholesome, but it's loaded with 4.4 grams of salt, almost an entire day's worth for a child. It's like seasoning their future blood pressure, and that's their vegan option. Then there's Fireaway. On social media, it's all sleek branding and custom pizza in minutes. But in real life, inspectors have spotted chillers not holding food below 8 degrees Celsius and cleaning logs that barely exist. A warm prep bench might sound cozy in winter, but it's paradise for bacteria. Fireaway's concept is trendy, fast, cheap, and artisanal. But those three words rarely play well together. Their kitchens, often inside shopping centres or shared dark spaces, make oversight tricky. And when your entire business model is built on speed, there's not much room for scrubbing behind the bins. The bigger picture's even messier. Both brands sometimes use shared or ghost kitchens for delivery orders. These are hidden facilities where multiple restaurants cook under one roof with minimal regulation. The walls might say Bella Italia, but your pizza could be coming from a completely different kitchen you've never heard of. Bottom line, Cozy decor and clever marketing can make any place look trustworthy. But when high salt, sloppy hygiene and shadow kitchens start showing up on the same menu, family-friendly starts to feel more like false advertising. Next time you're tempted by that warm glow and Italian music, just remember, it might not be the ambience you need to worry about. Chain number 5, dark and ghost kitchens. Now, this one's a little different. It's not about a familiar logo or a high street chain. It's about the pizza you think you're ordering from a trusted brand, when really it's coming from a hidden kitchen tucked behind a storage unit or a takeaway hub you've never seen. Welcome to the shadowy world of ghost kitchens. Sounds mysterious, right? That's because it is. These kitchens exploded after the pandemic, when delivery apps became the new storefronts. Many are perfectly legitimate, but others operate in the grey zone of food safety. No dining room, no signage, and sometimes no official registration. Just a laptop, a delivery app, and a name that sounds vaguely Italian. Here's the problem. Without a real restaurant, there's no public hygiene score posted in the window. Inspectors often don't even know these places exist until something goes wrong. Some use multiple trading names to hide who they are, meaning Mama Rosa's Pizza and Big Tony's Slice Co. might actually be the same kitchen churning out different brands under one roof. Inside, things can get messy. With 10 menus flying at once, raw chicken might be prepped next to vegan toppings, and there's no room to properly separate equipment. Staff turnover's high, training's low, and nobody's watching the thermometer in that shared fridge. When you're juggling 4 orders for 4 different restaurants, cross-contamination isn't a maybe, it's a guarantee. Even environmental officers have admitted how hard these setups are to track. Some operate late at night when inspections aren't happening, and many skip waste disposal standards entirely. Oil's dumped, bins overflow, and ventilation systems rarely meet code. All the while, hungry families are ordering through apps thinking they're supporting a well-known brand. Studies show that less than 1 in 4 UK adults even know what a ghost kitchen is, and only 9% have knowingly ordered from one. Most say they'd only do it if they could verify where the food's actually made, which tells you something important. People don't mind convenience, they just want honesty. Bottom line? Ghost kitchens aren't all bad. Some are clean, regulated, and run by the same teams behind trusted restaurants. But plenty hide behind the glow of delivery apps with zero accountability. So next time you order a pizza with a name you've never heard before, just remember, it might not be the logo that's fake, it could be the kitchen. Who's doing it right? After all that horror show of preservatives, salt, and secret kitchens, you're probably wondering if anyone's still making pizza that deserves your loyalty. Thankfully, a few names prove that good pizza doesn't have to come with a side of anxiety. Take Franco Manca, the quiet hero of British sourdough. Their dough ferments for 24 hours using a traditional starter that's been alive since the 18th century. The result? A base that tastes like bread, not cardboard. They partner with small farms through Wild Farmed, using flour grown with regenerative methods that actually help the soil instead of draining it. Their meats and cheeses come from producers who care more about quality than quantity, and it shows. You can taste the difference in every bite. Even their hygiene game is on point. Most branches hold 5-star ratings, with inspectors describing the management as confident and compliant. That's a rare phrase in this business. You get the feeling they actually care about what they're serving, not just how fast it leaves the oven. Then there's Pizza Express, the unsung middle ground between convenience and conscience. It's not flashy, but it's consistent. Over 88% of their UK locations hold top hygiene scores. Their allergen information's easy to find, their kitchens are open so you can see what's happening, and their classic margarita doesn't come with a chemistry set of additives. They've also signed salt reduction pledges and seem to be quietly doing the right thing while everyone else is busy chasing social media trends. And you can't ignore the local heroes, those independent pizzerias tucked between barbershops and corner cafes. They're often the ones making dough from scratch every morning and serving ingredients you can pronounce. They rely on regular customers, so cutting corners isn't just unethical, it's bad business. If you walk in and can see your pizza being made, that's transparency money can't fake. What you can do. You don't need a food science degree to protect your family from dodgy pizza. Just a few small habits make all the difference. Start with the food hygiene rating. It's public, easy to check online, and tells you instantly whether a restaurant's a 5-star gem or a 2-star gamble. Anything under a 4 means approach with caution. Next, skim ingredient lists. Real pizza dough needs maybe 5 ingredients. If your chain's listing 20, half of them unpronounceable, that's a red flag wrapped in cheese. Watch your portions and your salt. A medium pizza is usually meant for 2, not 1 exhausted adult who's had a week from hell. Split it, add a salad, and suddenly dinner looks a lot less like a sodium bomb. Support places that show you the process. If you can see the kitchen, chances are they've got nothing to hide. And for ghost kitchens, ask questions. If a brand's name doesn't match its delivery address, you deserve to know why. If this opened your eyes to what's really hiding under that layer of cheese, hit subscribe and share it with someone who still swears by chain pizza. There's a lot more to uncover about what ends up on your plate, and I've got plenty more stories where this came from. Stay curious, eat smart, and remember, your next slice should come with flavor, not regret.